Hey guys, okay, kind of an uneventful day. It was another day spent at work, but I saw something that just cracked me up. As I was stocking a shelf, I seen this mother with her little boy. I would give him 9, 10-ish, and he was kind of causing trouble. Him and his brothers, and he's the oldest one, so he was kind of the one leading the pack. And she had him, and I seen him causing trouble, and I seen her getting upset with him. And, I was like, whatever. And I was doing my thing. And I came back out and I saw him again. And she had him, the shopping cart, him and her. And she kept him pinned in that zone. And, you kind of like, and you kind of smile, going, oh, that's funny. And then she walked away from the shopping cart and wrapped her arm around him and brought him with her. Like every move that she made, he was not allowed to stray from her. And I don't know if anyone watching in general, if anyone does watch, has ever worked at a store and knows how much of a hassle it is when you have these little kids running around and causing more trouble. I mean, I've had to pick up so much stuff that they've dropped or spilt or just made this ginormous mess of. And watching this woman do that with her son, and the whole time, Mom, just let me go. Mom, I'll just stand by the buggy. Mom, just let me go. But she's like, no, you messed up. This is what's your punishment. And I'm like, you win, lady. And then it kind of got me started thinking about things that what happened to me when I was little and I would act up in the store. I think at first it was more like, when you're little, you just want to touch things, like you touch all this stuff. Your parents are all, stop touching, stop touching. Well, my mom would say, stop touching, I'm going to tell someone. And, you're thinking, whatever, Mom. You ain't tell no one. Well, one day I was doing that, and she walked around the corner, and she's touching stuff and doesn't have the money to pay for it. And I'm like, it's maybe 10 seconds later that an employee of that store that we were at walked around the corner and looked, and I was like, oh gosh. And you're like, you don't know what to do, so you like run and cling to your mother and be like, oh God, please don't let me get in trouble. And then when I started getting even older, she did worse. You think that's bad, which, no. We'd go through the store. She would start singing Copacabana in the middle of the store, and I was like, and she started dancing. She's all, and I'm like, oh my God, what are you doing? Stop. Now, whatever, Mom, you want to dance? I'll dance with you. But, back then when you're younger, you're like, oh my God, what are you doing? You're singing, you're dancing, you're drawing attention. Please stop. I always thought it was just hysterical. But it's funny to see how these parents react to their kids doing stuff. Because I'll see some parents get upset with their children, tell them, no, stop doing that, and bring them over to them. Some parents don't see anything, and I think the worst case scenario that I've ever seen was a little boy was crying for candy. He was little. He was like maybe, I want to say 4 or 5. And his mom spanked him. And you're like, whatever, sometimes kids need to be spanked. But no, she popped him in the face. And I couldn't see what was going on. It was one of our new cashiers that we had there, of course. And they leave, and I walk over, and I'm like, what? And I look down, and there was blood all over the place. And I'm like, I look to one, and I'm like, you need to go see if you can find her and get her license plate number or something, because she, like, beat her kid bloody in a store. Wah! But, yeah, I don't know. I can't say anything because I don't have children. I have a little sister who's 17 years younger than me, and I help out with her. And so I kind of know that you need to teach them constantly what is appropriate and what's not. And some people don't do that still. They think it's fine, whatever. It's okay if my kid drops juice on the floor because someone else has to pick it up. But that takes the time of someone else doing their job to pick up something that should not have happened in the first place. And I don't think people really get that. They're just like, meh. And you know, I have to admit, I never really got that either before I started working at my job, my current job. Because before you're like, I'll just put this here and put that there and it's fine. But when you do that, the person has to go through and find the things that you just kind of threw there. They have to pick it up, they have to make sure it gets put back in place, and then a lot of the times it's not even right away, and it's left till the end of the night if it's something that's non perishable to be put back at the end of the night when, you know, there's no time, you're rushing. It's kind of a ridiculous thing, and it kind of changed how I talk to people in it's not even customer service. It kind of ish. Like that kind of, but you know what I mean. Just works that kind of job because you kind of go, yeah, that sucks. I know. So, I don't know. That's kind of my rant-ish thing tonight. It kind of turned into a rant instead of funny thing. But I guess that's it for tonight. So, I will talk to everyone later. Bye!